Okay, that should be working now. Oh, welcome everybody, obviously, to Cloyne United. It's great to be back again. Just bear with me a second. I was plugging my phone because it is not on the highest level of battery. Excuse me. But this is actually my started, but for some reason it wasn't coming up on my end. So that was kind of weird, but it looks like we're here now. There we go. Just making sure that you can hear me. Well, there's a beautiful sight to see. JJ, how the fuck are you, lad? Long time no speak. Just bear with me now a second. I'm just setting up my setup is a little bit different from what it used to be. Like literally, there's only one thing that has changed. It means the laptop I used to use for the chat, that is unfortunately not with me anymore because it was my work laptop, which I don't have anymore. Oh, but anyways, lads, we are back. I just need look. Let me just address the elephant in the room, right? Because the last episode I did was after taking a little bit of a break. Excuse me, for a few weeks. Oh, what a bad time to choke on my dinner. Oh, excuse me. But the last time we did an episode, it was after I didn't stream for like just over a week, and I thought, great, we're back up and running. We'll get back on track, and it's business as usual. But then I've ended up taking another break, not on purpose. I tried to stream on 3 different occasions, and for some reason, it just would not work. I tried using my normal Wi-Fi, I tried using my phone hotspot, and for the love of God, it just would not work. It would not work. And I started panicking, thinking, I may have to end the series, because I just don't know if I'm going to be able to stream. And literally, the most simple solution was what ended up fixing it. I just switched off the Wi-Fi and switched it back on, as in like on the PlayStation, when you can toggle like to turn the Wi-Fi on or off. Literally, I did that. I did a test stream the other day, and it worked fine. Was that yesterday? No, it was Friday. Sorry, it was Friday I did it. And oh my God, the relief, because I was panicking for like a good 4 or 5 days, thinking I may have to end. There's a good possibility that I might have to end. Park moment pop. Oh, JJ, my man. If only, like, if you saw me, you would have seen the difference. You think I get mad when I play FIFA? I remember, like, I genuinely, I remember sitting down on the couch above it in my living room, and just feeling so depressed. like, Tarly United obviously was such a fucking legendary career mode, and I feel like this, after a bit of a rocky start, Cloyne United, I really feel a connection to the team now. And it was like, oh my God, like we might have to end it prematurely. And it just really, honestly, it depressed me so much. But thankfully, we are back. This is episode 16. And I promise, as long as nothing fucking goes wrong again in terms of Wi-Fi and whatnot, I will be on here for today, tomorrow, Tuesday, Thursday, and hopefully Friday as well. Wednesday, I'll actually be watching the Europa League. I'll be watching the Europa League final, it is the Europa League final this Wednesday. I'll be watching that this Wednesday, so I'll actually be out for that. So I won't be streaming Wednesday, but every other day this upcoming week, I will try my best to get on here. But definitely, obviously tonight, tomorrow, and Tuesday, you can rest assured that I will be here. Anyways, I'm Randy yelling about no serious week. Oh, JJ, man. Bloody hell, I was actually... Because I remember at one stage, I just remember this now, I was like, well, I just send JJ a DM and just say, hey, look, man, the series has got to end. Thank God that has not happened. Right, with all that said, let's get into the episode. Oh, this feels so good. I appreciate this episode so much now because I actually thought we were never going to be able to do this again. It got to the point where I forgot how big of an episode this is. We have the League Cup semi-final. We've both legs today. We've got Bournemouth at home to kick off the first game of this episode. Obviously, as you can see, we're in the January transfer window as well. So we will play both legs of the League Cup semi-final. We also have an FA Cup game against Leicester in the third round of the FA Cup. Sorry, no, the chat. There we go. It's back. The old fucking adage of the chat disappearing. It's back. What time Tuesday? As I work late, I'll have a headphone in listening. I'm not entirely... So, let me just think about that, actually. I've got jiu-jitsu at 6:30, and that's on for an hour, so I should be back home, around 8 o'clock. So yeah, I'll probably be around the same time as now, around 9 or 10. Yeah, in between 9 and 10. But I would say I'll aim for 9:30, like a nice in between time. I'll aim for 9:30. But I do appreciate you having the headphone in, and hopefully it gets you through your work day as well, JJ. So I'm actually off now for a few weeks, so I have more time to stream. I'd love to be able to get into, the ins and outs of that, but I will one day. I just can't right now for fucking certain reasons. But trust me, one day you're all going to hear about it. Just just keep that in mind. But anyways, so we got Leicester in the third round of the FA Cup. Leicester, who obviously got relegated today. Speaking of relegated teams, we'll be playing another one in Leeds. Then we have Stoke at home, which I might sim that game. Obviously, then Bournemouth again, and we will obviously play this Nottingham Forest game too. And I reckon we'll try and get through the whole month of January today. Why not? Get through the transfer window, and that will be that. Okay, I can listen as I finish at 10. Nice. I normally have my break at the end of the shift as I have a lot of work to do. But that's it's good to hear that you'll be able to tune in at some stage, JJ, because you are such an important part of this series. The one episode we did where I streamed a little bit later than I normally do, that was such a weird one, not having you in the chat. I actually felt a bit lonely during it. So I'm glad to have you on here. But listen, obviously, Jesus, you got to work, you got to make that money. But yeah, what was I just... Oh yeah, of course, now I remember what I was going to do. So, it is the January transfer window, and I didn't have any plans initially to do any business. But I do remember after the last episode, you can sign free agents at any stage of the career mode. Like, they don't have to be in a transfer window. But, obviously because we were in the transfer window, it just made me think, let's check them out. And I saw a player there that I've used once or twice in career modes, but like not enough to the point where I'm bored of using him. And we were able to pick him up on a free. He gives us another option off the wing, and that is this man here, Adama Traore, the beast himself. Obviously, a former Wolves and Barcelona player. We were able to get him on a free transfer. 27 years old, 77 rated. But if we just go into his stats here, there we go. So as you can see, his sprint speed 95, strength 89. Jumping 85, balance 88, 95 acceleration. What a signing he will be. Admittedly only a squad player, but for me, a very good squad player to have. Now, I have also made a decision here, which was one I was not expecting to make in January, but I just think with the signing of Adama Traore, it makes sense. Afif, who has been actually quite good this season, but in the grand scheme of things, look, he was also a free transfer signing. I feel like this was always going to be his last season. I don't really feel like we need to have Afif and Traore. And look, Traore is the same age as Afif. He's one rating higher. I feel like his stats are a bit more impressive. So I have transfer listed Afif. It's a sad day. He's been here since the start. He was a free agent signing in season 1. And he scored some big goals for us. He's done really well. But I just feel like it's probably time to move him on and make some money from a free transfer signing. So hopefully we'll get an offer for him in this January transfer window, and he can go on and play in a different team. I don't know why I said that so weirdly, but anyways, yeah, that's the transfer business I did just after the last episode, and thank God you were all able to see it, because I was so excited about the signing, and I was like, I may not even get to use him now. Evan Ferguson there, going up to a 74 rated after 6 months now of his loan spell at Porto. I can't wait to rotate with JJ and Ferguson. Obviously, we had him in season 1, Ferguson, but I just felt like the best way for him to grow was to go out on loan for a few years. So he's on a 2-year loan at Porto. We obviously brought in Furuhashi from Celtic as the backup striker this season, and he's doing a good job. Unfortunately, we can't see the stats right now, but we'll be able to check them after this game here against Bournemouth, and we'll do a little press conference for it.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll start
so this will be a big one. We're yet to win a trophy in this career mode, so hopefully we can change that by winning the League Cup. and beating Bournemouth will obviously get us into the final. So obviously it's a two-legged tie, but we're at home for the first leg. Just to give you an idea of the other game. So Arsenal and Chelsea is the other semi-final, and that has ended 0-0 in the first leg. Where is my... There it is, sorry, the TV remote. Let me just fix something there on the TV. There we go. Sorry about that. My telly was flickering a little bit, and I know why, because this has been happening a lot lately. There we go. That's better. So yeah, Arsenal and Chelsea in the other semi-final. That's 0-0 at the moment, but they still have another leg to play. And we obviously have this first leg here against Bournemouth. Three good strikers. Absolutely JJ. Now, honestly, Furuhashi, he'll be 30 by the time Evan Ferguson comes back. So we might end up selling him and bringing in another young striker just to, have, I don't feel like you need three strikers when you play with the formation we have. Two is probably enough in terms of like main strikers, but I think we'll probably end up bringing another young striker and we can maybe loan him out just to have, the safe option. But it's kind of similar to goalkeepers. I always like to have my main goalkeeper, a backup goalkeeper, and then maybe a young keeper out on loan who can, grow in his stats, like we have right now actually with, oh my God, I'm not forgetting his name. De Vrij, yeah, he's out on loan at Valladolid. Obviously, Alonso is our backup, and Mamardashvili is our main goalkeeper. Now, I better address this because, obviously, in real life, Mamardashvili was involved in a situation involving Vinicius Jr. when Valencia played Real Madrid. And listen, I've been very open on here that I have a big love and admiration for Valencia as a football club. But of course, the horrific racial abuse that Vinicius Jr. suffered from the people in the stadium that day was absolutely disgusting. And I don't condemn any racial slur or any racial abuse ever, no matter what your ethnicity or race is. It's absolutely disgusting. And I do understand that Mamardashvili, excuse me, I've even seen the clip, he was pulling Vinicius back from the fans. Now, look, all I'm going to say is I do think that Mamardashvili, I think that's a case where he might have got caught up in the moment and he probably felt like, Vinicius going in and attacking the crowd was going to that could have caused a riot, right? And that's not me sticking up for the people chanting the racial abuse at him. That was absolutely disgusting. But I think Mamardashvili, in fairness to him, I think he genuinely thought he was doing the right thing. So, look, I just said I'd address that. Obviously, we have him in this career mode. He's a very good goalkeeper. It's not like he was chanting racist abuse at Vinicius Jr. I do genuinely think he was trying to calm the situation. But obviously there's been criticism of it. But I just said I would address that. And obviously, Valencia are dealing with the situation. Internally, they've banned a few of the fans that were involved in it. And again, I'm sorry, now this is the longest intro ever. But people are criticizing Valencia because so far I think they've only banned 3 fans from the stadium. People need to realise when it comes to those investigations, the reason they've only banned 3 fans so far, or at least last time I saw, is because that means that they've identified 3 fans by name. Obviously, they can see every fan who was in the stadium, but they still need to get the details of those fans in order to put the ban on those people from coming into the stadium. So, I'm sure they're still dealing with it, and yeah, look, I just said I'd get that out of the way. But look, it's said now, we'll move on. This is FIFA. There's obviously, everyone is welcome here on, Straight Outta Cloyne / the Joseph Dylan Turl YouTube channel. No matter what your background, ethnicity, sexuality, we don't give a shit. We just want to have a good time and a laugh. But yeah, I just felt like I had to address that because obviously Mamardashvili has been a player who we've literally played in every game this season. But yeah. There we go. That's all that stuff out of the way now. Right, so for this game, I am going to put Adama Traore on the bench. I'm going to take Cocaine Bear off because he has been fucking shite. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like I might sell him in the summer and bring in another CDM because he's not been as good as I'd hoped. And look, Kent, to be fair, he can do a job at CDM. He does quite well there. I think even Porrig, the fat gorilla, he's decent there. Ibanez, maybe? Maybe not. Okay. But listen, Schuler, I think, is actually all right there too. Turl, I think, can do a decent job there. Chavez, gets a -1, but it's not terrible. We've got other players who I believe can do a better job. They can do a better job in those positions, I should say. So yeah, buy some cocaine from Jesus Christ, yeah. I feel like that's the only thing that would get him fucking, putting in the effort would be if he took a rake of cocaine. I would not recommend, by the way. Whether I'm speaking from experience there or not, I will leave up to your interpretation. But anyways, we will bring in Buemo, who apparently, I am pronouncing this incorrectly. It's like Mbuemo or something. He doesn't watch it. Mbuemo is easier for me to say. And listen, I have the most mispronounced fucking surname in the history of man. So, leave me alone. But anyways, we will put him in. Other than that, I was going to say other than that, it's our strongest team. Listen, despite the fact that he's a few ratings below Ferreira, I do think Mbuemo is a better player. So we will be going with him. And yeah, this is our strongest team. But anyways, with all that said, let's get into it. First leg here against Bournemouth. Longest intro ever. Over. Swap cocaine for a marvellous midfielder. Mabley. That's a word I made up. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe we look at a Luton Town player. Marvellous Nakamba. Yeah, anyways, you all get it. Obviously, he's on loan from Villa. But yeah, Luton, I cannot wait to see. You know what? I didn't watch all the game yesterday, the playoff final. But I remember, I saw the start of it. I saw pretty much all of the first half, and I saw the penalty shootout. I didn't really get to see... Well, I saw the last 2 minutes of stoppage time in the second half, but I didn't get to see a lot of the second half. But it was so great seeing two teams who I never would have thought would have been anywhere near the Premier League this season, in Coventry and Luton. And the two sets of fans were fucking up for it. It was a brilliant game from what I saw. And Luton, their first time ever being in the Premier League. I'm looking forward to it. So obviously, it's Burnley, Sheffield, and Luton. So, Burnley and Sheffield obviously have, been in the Premier League as recently, I should say, as the last few years. But Luton, their first ever time in the Premier League. And in fairness to Coventry, Coventry haven't been in the Premier League since the early 2000s. So either way, we were getting, a relatively new team at the very least. So I'm looking forward to seeing Luton in the league. And it was a very good playoff final. I was rooting for Luton, so glad. I was rooting for Luton, so glad they are up. Coventry have a good story as well. Exactly Coventry hopefully will be up there again next season because, the fact that, both teams I think were in League Two only a few years ago in 2018. So, to go from League Two in 2018 to playoff fucking final in the Championship in 2023, it's crazy. Fantastic. Luton had 3 goals disallowed, so they did deserve it. Yeah, from in the first half, it was pretty much all Luton. So, yeah, I think based off from what I saw, they definitely did deserve it. But I'm excited, and I'm seeing these ridiculous claims now of is this the weakest Premier League we've ever seen? No, that do you not remember the year Leicester won the fucking league? You fucking idiots! Leicester literally won the league in 2016. That was by far But the thing is, that was the weakest Premier League season, right? But the funny thing was, I didn't mean to pause that, it was actually one of the most entertaining because it was so unpredictable with, Leicester and Tottenham going for the league title. So no, next season is not the weakest fucking Premier League season. Honest to God, but some people just run away with these trends. Anyways, whatever. Here we are. Cloyne United. You'd think by now I'd stop calling it Turl United, but... Oh, God. Old habits die hard. Cloyne United, League Cup semi-final against Bournemouth, who lost to Everton today, which obviously meant Everton stayed up, and Leicester, who I just mentioned there, who won the league in 2016, 7 years later, getting relegated to the Championship, which is, it's going to be kind of weird not seeing Leicester in the league. They've had such a crazy story in the go on, Porrig. Since they've been in the Premier League, it's been a roller coaster for them, and part of me will miss them. I went to see United play Leicester the day before Leicester won the league in 2016. It's a great ball. Dylan Turl! Oh! Hits the post. Oh, but he's back again, Turl! Oh, good save by the keeper. Oh, unbelievable. Big teams this week and all the others had the chance. Look at Leicester now hosting Plymouth in the Championship. It's crazy, man. I feel more shocked of Leicester relegated than winning the league. Yeah, same here. But listen, they did themselves no favours. Kasper Schmeichel left. They didn't bring in, a proper, keeper to replace him. Listen, you only get what you deserve in football. And Leicester, they didn't back. I feel kind of bad for Brendan Rodgers because he wasn't backed. Mbuemo, just over the bar. he wasn't backed. Dean Smith, it was always going to be an uphill battle. I think they were doomed, Leicester. I honestly think they were doomed from the beginning. And, I think it's the only kind of somewhat positive they can take is that they took it to the final day. But, Everton stay up, which, it's good. It is good that Everton stayed up because, listen, I've got time for Everton. You know what I mean? Obviously, we're both not big fans of Liverpool, ourselves and Everton. And, next season is their last season in Goodison Park. It would have been such a shame for their last Premier League game at Goodison Park to end in relegation. Now, technically, that could happen again next season, but hopefully Everton have a bit of a better season next season and, can give Goodison Park, which is a classic Premier League stadium. It'd be nice to see them give it a nice farewell. Anyway, 17 minutes in here, still 0-0 against Bournemouth. Bad pass there by Paulinho. Oh, that's good football there. Calabria, very good tackle. Very good tackle by Calabria. Mamardashvili can clear that away. Oh, JJ just missing the header. Bournemouth are getting on the attack a bit. He's offside. I saw the flag go up. Thank fucking God. I'll always remember Leicester's first game as champions. Pre-season away to Oxford. They brought the trophy and Gary Lineker was there. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. They got to do that, yeah. That's kind of cool that, they played their first game, in Oxford as champions. And I saw their last game before they became champions at Old Trafford, which was pretty cool. Leicester, and obviously, listen, they won the FA Cup only 2 years ago, and obviously in that season as well, they narrowly missed out on top four, just like they did in 2020. Obviously, we played them on the final day of the season to seal third place with the 2-0 win. So they've been inches away from Champions League football in the last few years, and now they're in the Championship, and I'm offside now. It was Chavez, actually, but he misses anyway. Oh, whatever. But no, it will be interesting to see, Leeds, Southampton and Leicester, three teams who have been in the Premier League now for a while. Well, Leeds had, 3 full seasons in it? Yeah, Leeds had 3 seasons in it. Leicester were there since 2014, so 9 years. And Southampton, who were there since 2012. So, three teams, Leeds obviously had the shortest spell of all of them, but, no newly promoted teams going down, which... It's kind of good to see in a way. It's nice to see the newly promoted teams staying up. JJ. Oh, just hits the side netting. We only lost 2-1 to the defending champions as well, so I took that as a win. Yeah, look, pre-season sometimes, the results can be... Like, the big teams don't always batter the smaller teams, so... Yeah, no, that's good going by Oxford, to be fair. I can't wait to do an Oxford United career mode on this channel, by the way. I feel like I've got that connection with them now because of you, JJ. And I just feel like a road to glory with Oxford, because obviously you'll be into it, being an Oxford fan. And I'll be into it because I'll be the one, playing it. And I love a good road to glory. I really do love a good road to glory. And I feel like I haven't done as many of them in recent years. Like, I did one with Wimbledon back in FIFA 13, which was just fucking... I wish I could have streamed that career mode. I wish I had the capabilities to stream back then. It was such a fun time. And I've been itching to do another one since. A proper... Oh, bollocks! Oh, God. Not a proper bollocks, a proper road to glory. But I did one with Preston, but even then that was only the championship. Oh, go on. Oh, Embuemo. Oh, I thought he took too heavy a touch. Oh, but he's managed to get it in. I tell you what, lads, left-footed wingers on the left-hand side. It just works. I thought for a second the touch was too heavy. But Jesus Christ. What a finish. JJ with the assist to recover. Because it was a heavy first touch, and it's a beautiful finish. And we do take the lead in... I nearly said the League Cup final. The League Cup semi-final. You'll have to forgive me, lads, right? It's been a while since I've streamed. I went through a phase of thinking this was never coming back. So I got to, it's going to take me a while to remember where I was at in all these. We do need a Mr. Rebuild after this season compared to last. Well, JJ, I tell you what. Oh, just give me a second. we will make Oxford the best team in Europe. Which, would make them the best team in the world as well. Because I don't care what anyone says. If you're the best team in Europe, you're the best team in the world. No offense to any of the continents outside of Europe, but European football is the best football. Oh, I thought that was going to sneak in there for a second. Jesus, we've had to head it off the line twice. Get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Can JJ get one last run? Oh, unlucky. We do go into half-time 1-0 up. Bit of a cagey affair so far. But thankfully we do have the lead. And Mbuemo is the one with the goal. My phone nearly fell there. There we go. Never mind. Right, 1-0 up. 1-0 up. I had football on in the background today, as this Sunday was Motorsport Day, F1 at Monaco and Indy 500. Most I saw was the League 2 playoffs. I feel like Everton have escaped again. Yeah, I did watch the Everton and Bournemouth game. Obviously, the United game wasn't on TV, so I was just listening to the United stand with that. And Mark Olbridge, in fairness to him, he was giving updates pretty much all across the Premier League games. Yeah, it was it was a good final day. It was a really good final day. Obviously, United sealing third place because Newcastle dropped points at Chelsea, and United obviously got the win against Fulham. Liverpool and Southampton played a 4-4 draw, and it was so funny because I don't know if you've seen the highlights, JJ, but if you haven't, I wouldn't just recommend it because it's an 8-goal thriller. But every time a goal went in, the fans just looked like they didn't care. Because Southampton obviously knew they were finishing bottom of the league. Liverpool missed out on top 4. So every single fan was just like, oh, we don't care. Because there was literally nothing on the line. Literally nothing on the line. And, you could deal with that if you've had a good season. Like if Southampton were safe and Liverpool had, sealed top 4 or whatever, it'd be like, oh yeah, grand. But the fact that they both had disappointing seasons, I just thought it was hilarious. But that was funny. Brentford obviously beat Man City, but Man City obviously made a lot of changes. And is JJ? Oh, good block. But it is good to see City lose, and hopefully they'll lose again next week in the FA Cup final. Leicester obviously beat West Ham, but of course because Everton beat Bournemouth, Leicester got relegated. Leeds getting relegated after losing to Tottenham, although Tottenham did miss out on Conference League football as Aston Villa beat Brighton. Obviously Brighton had already qualified for the Europa League, so they won't really care. And I think, to be honest with you, I don't think Spurs will give a shit about missing out on the Conference League. I think Tottenham, I think the Conference League for them would have been more of a distraction than it would have been something they would have relished. Whereas Villa, this is Villa's first season in Europe, I think, since maybe 2009 or maybe 2010, something like that. Whereas this next season will actually be the first time Tottenham won't be in Europe since 2008, which is crazy. So I think they'd rather just focus on top 4 and maybe, trying to win a domestic cup, which they'll inevitably fail at because, it's Tottenham. Turl, oh, good save by the keeper. God, this game has flown by, hasn't it? I only saw the scores on my phone, laughing when Liverpool were 2-0 up to losing 4-2. I was really, really hoping that they would lose, but they did manage to get it to 4-4, but they literally did not care, because either way they were finishing 5th. I did see Ten Hag's speech. Man's fired up and he knows the importance of not letting City win the treble. JJ, when I say I got goosebumps, man, when I say I got fucking goosebumps, I cannot wait for that final. And listen, regardless of what happens, Ten Hag has done an amazing job. But it would just be so beautiful if we could stop City from winning the treble. Because I can't see Inter Milan stopping them. So it's I already feel like shit that City have won the league and now they've won 3 in a row. I can't see them not winning the Champions League. At least stopping them from winning the treble. We'll and that would mean that we win 2 trophies as well. It'll be something. It will be something. So hopefully we can do it. But boy, am I nervous. I'm not actually going to be able to watch the Champions League final either. So, Christ, I don't think I've ever missed the Champions League final. But I'll actually be refereeing that day on the 10th of June. That show was originally supposed to be last month, but we had to change the date. Oh my God, this has been so... I thought we were going to batter Bournemouth. They've actually given us a game. So I'll actually miss the Champions League final, but hopefully Inter can get the job done. But I don't know. I just can't see it happening. I don't want to jinx it, Oh, shit. Shit! Oh, and Bournemouth have equalised. Oh, my God, I was not expecting this. Bournemouth have gotten an equaliser. Wow. Okay. I feel like now is the time to make a few changes. Right, Chavez hasn't had the best game, so I'm going to put Alex in midfield, and we're going to bring on Adama Traore. Mbuemo is getting a bit tired, so you know what? I will give Ferreira a game, because he is getting a wee bit tired, and yeah, that's all I'm going to do for now. But that is not what I was expecting. And the thing is, it's not like I haven't played FIFA in the last few weeks. I have been playing FIFA, just obviously not Cloyne United. Oh, fuck! Come on, JJ's in. Oh, lovely. Oh, just a touch let him down. Oh, he's not going to get there. No, he's going to take a lot from to win that. I'll be watching both finals. I hope for United that we stand up and take the fight and hope Inter win. Oh, I'll be watching the FA Cup final, JJ, 100%. Me and my cousin are actually going out for it. Alex, who's playing in midfield at the moment. Me, him, and a few of his friends will be going out for it. Either celebrations or drowning sorrows. Nothing else. So I'm looking forward to that. I am really looking forward to it, and hopefully we can do it. It would be such a great way to end the season. It really would be. So yeah. Go on, JJ's in. Nice. Oh, I was in two. Ah, that was my fault. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to go on the inside or the outside. I completely overplayed that. Oh, shit. Come on, 5 minutes left. It's still 1-1. There's Adama Traore. Go on, use that pace. Oh, he's actually done really well there. That's a fucking foul, ref. Thought he wasn't going to give it there for a second. Right, I'm going to make an attacking change. JJ is not coming off. JJ is staying on. But we're going to go 4-4-2. So Traore can go here. Yeah, Cullen can go in the midfield. Let me just do that. Furuhashi is going to come on alongside JJ. And yeah, that's all we're going to do. That's all we're going to do. So 3 minutes left. Can we grab a late winner? Polinya is going to come off in an attacking change for Furuhashi. There's Traore. Furuhashi. Oh my god. Oh! He nearly made an instant impact. Oh, go on. Come on. Oh, JJ unlucky. Unlucky lad. Added time now. That was the longest fucking advantage. Oh shit. Oh no. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bournemouth have actually beaten us. I genuinely have no words. Timo Pukki. Oh my god. Well, that's made the second leg a bit more interesting, hasn't it? And that's it. Bournemouth have beaten us in the first leg. That is not how I was expecting that game to go. Wow. Welcome back to Cloyne United, eh? Unfrickin' believable. The last thing I was expecting was to lose that game. Wow. Okay, let me just read these chats before I have a breakdown. I have work and straight home immediately for the FA Cup, so I hope United can win as Saturdays are a pain. Oh, Jesus, JJ. Yeah, that's true. Working fucking Saturdays. I haven't worked Saturday now in fucking... Jesus. God, I can't even remember the last time I worked Saturday. Oh no, sorry, I actually worked one in not my last job, but the job before that. I would have worked one Saturday last year. Um, but yeah, no, but hopefully you can come home to a good performance and a good result as well. For certain fans and people who say De Gea has washed most clean sheets, the De Gea agenda is fucking pathetic. And I was delighted for him today to save that penalty. And overall, he seemed like he had a great performance. He was voted man of the match on the United stand, so that's obviously a good sign. But yeah, I think it's ridiculous to people who want to move him on. He just finished all over us. He fucking did team up Pookie, the fucking bastard. But he was dead. Anyways, whatever. Right, we have to move on. Another cup game against Leicester. We do have a fairly strong... what's it called? We have a fairly... The team isn't tired is what I'm trying to say. So I might make a few changes. That made no sense what I just said. The team is not tired, so let's make a few changes. They're not tired, but I am going to make a few changes just to, freshen it up a bit. Right. Ibanez, I'm going to keep in there. I'm going to give Porrig a rest and put Kent there. Gallardo can play at left back. Adama Traore I'm going to start. And I'm going to put Cullen on the bench. But what I'll do is I'll put Mbuemo on the start in starting 11 and Cullen on the bench. I'll start Furuhashi. We'll start Schuler instead of Chavez. And I'll keep Cocaine Bear on the bench for this one. You know what? I'm going to put Hobbs at right back. Calabria, I'm going to take off and put this Serrano guy who can actually play anywhere across the back four. Put him on the bench. And if we're winning comfortably, which is a big if, we can bring him on to give him an appearance. But yeah, that's the team we're going to go with. And hopefully we can get a better result than what we did in the League Cup, because that was absolutely terrible. But it's exciting times though now in the football season. Like, this has been a long season, obviously, with the fucking League Cup, or with the League Cup, Jeremy, with the World Cup. It really does feel like it's been a long season, and it's good now that we have some big cup finals to look forward to. The Europa League final now on Wednesday, which Roma and Sevilla, like, that's a good final for the Europa League, and obviously both teams need to win to qualify for the Champions League. Sevilla, who are the most successful team in the competition, and of the 6 times they've been in the tournament, they've won it 5, which is crazy. And every time they've been in a final, they've won it. And Roma, obviously, who won the Conference League last season, looking to go back to back with European trophies this season. And I'd love to see Mourinho. I love Jose Mourinho. Obviously, things ended a little bit sourly with United, but as he said himself, he still has a connection with all the clubs he used to manage. With all the clubs he used to manage, apart from Tottenham, he has the connection with them. So I'd love to see Mourinho do it. One thing I'll take as Ten Hag's first year is that Old Trafford is a force, and home record was excellent. Feels like the old Trafford. 100%, JJ. I mean, I was at Old Trafford this season. I was at the West Ham game, which was only a few days after we won the League Cup, and the place was rocking that day. And even when we went 1-0 down in that game, you just believed that we were going to come back and win. Like, if we went out 1-0 down under Ollie or under Rangnick, I just kind of went, well, that's it. Under Ten Hag, even when we went 1-0 down today, I was like, look, I'm not going to panic. We still have a long way to go, and I still believe that we'll win. And then we did. So, 100%. I haven't forgotten about my Mourinho prediction. I haven't forgotten either, JJ. I haven't forgotten either. Episode 15. We're going to have to remember that. I hope... Well, I was going to say I hope you're right. Obviously, I hope we win the Champions League next season. But if United don't win the Champions League next season, which, let's be honest, we won't, then bloody hell, I really hope Roma do. That would be crazy. Apart from Tottenham, I wouldn't want to stay in touch after either. But I mean, like, in fairness to Mourinho, like, it was shit the way Tottenham let him go. Like, right before the League Cup final. And I think they might, like, obviously against Man City it wouldn't have been easy. But I wouldn't have been surprised if he'd managed to, sneak a victory. It would have been like Mourinho to sneak a victory there. But it was a boneheaded decision. Jesus Christ, we nearly went 1-0 down again here. Mamardashvili having to make the save. It was a completely boneheaded decision by Daniel Levy to sack Mourinho at that stage. Like, fair enough if they did it like at the end of the season or even after that cup final. But to do it when they were in a cup final, like, just ridiculous. And like poor old Ryan Mason, you know what I mean? That was his first game as a coach. And the poor fella in a cup final, like, you know what I mean? They would have won Mourinho and League Cup competitions he loves. Yeah, him and Pep. And that's what would have been interesting, is both Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho have never lost the League Cup final. You know? So it would have been a good game. And that was the first final where fans were somewhat allowed back in the stadium. Schuler! Oh, lovely stuff! Schuler, the rotational midfielder, he gets a goal. We go 1-0 up after 10 minutes. Against Leicester. Adding to their misery today. Relegated in real life. 1-0 down now in Turley United. Adama Traore doing well there. Furuhashi, unselfish. We've got a lot of empty seats up there. Holy shit. Right up in that corner there. There was a lot of empty seats. I like the stadium that we're in, but I feel like I might move to another one next season. I'm tempted because, I don't know. There's just something about it where I feel like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we go next season. Still have a good chunk of this season to go yet. I'm thinking of changing the name of it as well. Like like obviously I have it down as Straight Outta Cloyne, because the full name I wanted to give it was the Straight Outta Cloyne Arena, but like there wasn't enough characters to do it. So I might. Good save by Mamardashvili. I might change the name, and I might do something like an homage of Turley United. So we'll see. We'll see. Jeez, Traore got completely fucking taken out of it there. Kent can't intercept there. Comes into Hobbs. Oh, Hobbs. He's giving it right. Oh, Leicester are in. And it's 1-1. Daka gets the equaliser for Leicester. Mamardashvili. I feel like that was a camera dive, that was. He could have done way better there. Hobbs did really poor. Ibanez, he let Daka completely free. And Mamardashvili, I mean, he's gone the completely wrong way. Like, it's not a penalty, lad. What is he doing? That's a terrible attempt to go for the ball. And it's 1-1. The last thing we need is a replay. That's the last thing we need or want. But Leicester do get the equaliser. There's Hobbs. Searle. Oh, Furuhashi. I was trying to lay it off for Schuler. But he just completely jumped over the ball. Traore. Oh, my God. Funnily enough, the last time I actually used Adama Traore was when I signed him in a Leicester career mode. I think Leicester will come straight back up unless they have a good clear out and Vardy leaves. Well, look, the reality of that is, JJ, is that they will lose a lot of players. You know, obviously Tielemans is leaving anyway, but I don't think he's had a great season. I think Maddison will leave. Like, I think there will be a big clear out. I think that's just going to go with the territory. You know, the fact that they've got a lot of players who would be on pretty big wages. You know, but I think it's for me, it's not even about the clear out. It's about how they manage the clear out. And, you know, the players they bring in and, you know, can they hold on to the right amount of players despite having to clear out some of the, you know, the more expensive ones. So, yeah, hopefully they will come right back up, Leicester, because, Traore, what a chance that was to get his first goal. But hopefully they will come right back up because, I don't like, you know, when you think about their story in the Premier League, you know, the first season they were in, you know, they had the great escape. Then they shocked the world by winning the league the following year. You know, and they've had a couple of attempts at top four since then. You know, they won the FA Cup in 2021. Obviously, you know, they've had some tragedy as well with that helicopter crash with the owner. Like, you know, they've had some just crazy moments since they've been in the Premier League. So it will be slightly weird without them, you know. Oh my God, we nearly went fucking 2-1 down. Fucking hell, what's going on today? What? He's not using the pace as much as he could. Oh, it wasn't a bad ball in though. It was a good clearance. Furuhashi was waiting in the centre. Schuler. Oh, just too slow. Just too slow. Yeah, Champions League quarter-finalists as well. Yeah, I forgot about that. People forget about that. When they were in the Champions League, they got to the bloody quarter-final. And they only got knocked out by Atletico, who were in the final the year before, and, you know, obviously got knocked out by the eventual winners in Real Madrid. Fucking hell. That was a really good save by Mamardashvili. I feel kind of bad for not playing Alonso, but I just don't think he's that good. And we don't really... I mean, maybe that's something we could look at here in January, is bringing in another backup keeper. But I just don't know if we'll have the money to do it. And I did have a look in the free agents. There wasn't really anybody there who was any better. Oh! Oh! Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Couldn't get there. They won the first 5 games in the group, keeping 5 clean sheets. Yeah, no, they had a good run in the Champions League. Imagine if they had won it. Can you imagine if they had gone to Cardiff and won it? It would have been amazing. But obviously, listen, the thing is, even if they had beaten Atletico Madrid, right? Even if they had beaten Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid would have wiped the floor with them. Let's be honest. But still, in fairness to them, they did have a good run in it. And they got to the Conference League. I think they got to the Conference League semi-finals, didn't they? I'm sure it was Roma who actually beat them last season, if memory is serving me correctly. Oh my God. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, and we find ourselves 2-1 down again. Oh my God, don't tell me this is going to be another fucking trophy this season. Well, look, we still have the Conference League and we are top of the league, so I shouldn't panic too much, but... Oh my God, that's a terrible goal to concede. It's Daka again. Oh my God, right, I'm going to have to make... I don't care, I'm not wasting any time. Right, Alex is coming on instead of Traore. He's not had the best debut. And I am going to bring on Chavez for Schuler. I know he scored, but he hasn't really done an awful lot since. We're not going to put JJ on just yet because I don't want to panic too much, but I don't know, I feel like we need to change something. I thought they were going to win it, but they sacked Claudio, which I still think was wrong. Yeah, no, I do think it was wrong of them to sack Ranieri. You know, Leicester were never going to go back-to-back in the league. They were never even going to get top 4, you know what I mean? They were always going to have a decline the following season. I say decline, I mean, they were favourites to go down the year they won the league. So anything above fucking relegation the following season, they should have been happy with, you know? Oh, Chavez. Go on. Oh, come on. Come on. Furuhashi. Oh, brilliant goal. Brilliant equaliser by Furuhashi. He's been a very good backup so far, so he has. Didn't have the best game today so far, but he's made up for it there with a beauty of a strike. Patient build-up play. Turl gets the assist as well, and Furuhashi buries that. And Leicester weren't in front for long. 2-2. Very entertaining game here, if I do say so myself. Can we go on and get the winner? I don't want a replay. The last thing I want is a replay. Like, if it's a replay, I'm just going to sim it. Because I honestly... We've enough games as it is. We don't fucking... I mean, it's ridiculous that replays are even still a fucking thing. Like, they got rid of them for COVID, and then they brought them back afterwards. As if anybody was asking for replays to come back. No other country does them. Except for fucking England. It's a joke. It is a joke. Like, if you're going to have replays, then get rid of the League Cup. Because we don't need 2 domestic cup competitions in England with that many games. Like, that's what I love about the League Cup, is that there's no replays. Juan Mbuemo. Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, Furuhashi just couldn't get there. Well, I think JJ will be coming on in the next few minutes. Kent, good tackle. Good tackle by Kent. Here's Gallardo, who's been a good, solid backup left back, in fairness to him. Here's Mbuemo again. Oh, lovely. Lovely by Mbuemo. Go on, have a go, lad. Mbuemo does it again. Oh, he has done it again. He scored against Bournemouth. He's now scored against Leicester. He's loving life at Cloyne United at the moment, and he's put us in front. 3-2. Whew, we can relax a bit now. Not relax, but, you know, I feel a bit better now that we're in front. I couldn't be dealing with losing back-to-back cup games. Lovely finish. Obviously, you know, Anthony is our desired target for a left winger next season, because I love to have left-footed players playing on the left. I just think in FIFA 23 it just seems to work best. But that glitch still hasn't gone away, by the way. The way it says R2 down in the bottom right-hand corner. That's so weird. I don't understand why that's there. Right. Paulinho is a bit tired, so I'm going to put Kent as a CDM, and I am going to bring on the Fat Gorilla to play at centre-back. JJ will leave on the bench for now just because we have that goal. Looking forward to next year's European competition. Newcastle in the Champions League, Villa and Brighton Villa and Brighton in Europe, and West Ham could be if they win. Exactly, JJ. There's obviously I'm just delighted United are back in the Champions League and Liverpool are in the Europa League. Scouse bastards. Sorry, but no, I'm not sorry. Fuck it, they gave us enough shit when we were in the Europa League. So yeah, enjoy the back arse of Kazakhstan, lads. But yeah, no, obviously as you say, you know, Villa back in Europe for the first time in a very long time in the Conference League. West Ham, obviously, if they win the Conference League, then there'll be an extra English team in the Europa League. You know, United, obviously, back in the Champions League, which obviously we're happy as United fans. Newcastle, it'll be very interesting to see how they do. That was nearly another chance for Leicester. It'll be very interesting to see how Newcastle get on being back in the Champions League for the first time in, God, nearly 20 years, probably over 20 years at this stage. And obviously Arsenal are back in the Champions League as well for the first time since 2017. So they'll be relishing the opportunity as well. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a good ball across. Furuhashi. Oh, it's a good save. It is a good save. Right. I think I am going to bring on JJ just to see if we can start finishing these chances. And I think I'm going to bring on Gaia. Yeah, unfortunately, Serrano can't get an appearance today, but I will bring on Jose Gaia because Gallardo's getting a bit tired. Excuse me. Finished third, which was nice. Yeah, it's good. Like, listen, obviously, finishing third and fourth nowadays, it's not as big a deal. Like back in the day, up until the 17-18 season, if you finished fourth, it meant you got a Champions League qualifier, and third was the lowest you could finish and still qualify for the group stage. Obviously now third and fourth both get you group stage, but still, you want to finish as high as possible. And think, this is the way I'm thinking about it today, right? And this is the way I thought about it even going into the game. This time last season, we were going to Selhurst Park, and we lost 1-0, and we were praying that Brighton beat West Ham to make sure we weren't playing in the Conference League. And here we are now a year later, going into a game where the worst case scenario was that we finished fourth. And best case scenario, we finished third. And we ended up getting the best case scenario. It just goes to show the incredible job Erik ten Hag has done. As Leicester go on the attack here again. Oh, let's not concede another late goal. Oh my God. Oh, Daka. He's been a fucking nightmare to deal with today. Come on now, 5 minutes left. Let's try and hold on. Here's Gaia. Now Porig. And Ibanez, who obviously will be playing for Roma on Wednesday. I don't care. I'm really looking forward to the Europa League final. And I'm looking forward to the Conference League final. The Conference League gets a lot of shit, right? And thank God that United aren't in it and that we didn't have to be in it this season. But at the same time, it'll be cool to see West Ham play in a European final, And, looking for JJ, but just couldn't find him. And it'll be, I'd like to see West Ham win it. When I was at Old Trafford to see United play West Ham, I sat next to two West Ham fans in the Red Cafe because I had dinner in the stadium. And to be fair to them, they were two sound lads, you know what I mean? And West Ham, are a club that I've been through a lot of shit over the years. It'd be nice to see them win something. It'd be a third straight season in Europe. And I like David Moyes as well. You know, I have a lot of time for David Moyes. But anyways, we do get the result here against Leicester. We don't have to worry about a replay in the FA Cup. 3-2 win in a heavily contested contest. In Buemo with the winner. As we shake hands with Jedward there. But anyways, 3-2 win. Delighted with that. And hopefully we can keep that momentum going into the next game. I enjoyed that Chelsea game so much. Most have enjoyed United for a while. The away record is shocking, especially against the top half. Oh, listen, there's so many things we need to improve on. And the thing is, Eric Ten Hag knows that. But that's why I feel comfortable with that. Because, like, Ollie, I think, was always a glass half full type of guy where he would always try and defend the players, even if we did shit. Whereas Ten Hag will know. Oh, Jesus. Whoa. Oh, yeah, fuck. That was the thing I was supposed to show you. Oh, okay, let me see if I can get it here. I completely forgot about this. Here it is, yeah. Alex, in the last episode, when I was looking at the free agents, when I simmed in a few days, Real Madrid offered 186.1 million for an 18-year-old Irish winger. Absolutely insane. I forgot that was something I had to show you. Completely forgot about that. But those finals have been way better than the Champions League final. If City do win, all I ask is a good game end to end. Oh, JJ, you're speaking my language there, man. Listen, I'm not going to be able to watch the Champions League final this season, but I was only thinking about that. I think the last good Champions League final was Real Madrid and Liverpool. Not last season's one, but the one in 2018. That was the last good Champions League final. Like, obviously, I was happy with last year's result, but there's been some fucking shocking Champions League finals since 2019. And ironically, the Liverpool and Spurs one, which ended 2-0, even though that's the most goals we've seen in the final in recent times, it was probably the worst one. So, yeah, hopefully, for the people who do watch it, it is a good final. Right. We get a transfer offer here for Afif. Frankfurt, 8.6 million. They're saying we can get up to 9.8. So, let's negotiate this and see what happens. So, they've said 8.6. I'm gonna just say 9.5. And let's see what they say. Oh, okay, they're happy with that. Maybe we could have asked for a bit more. But no, I think 9.5 is good. That would leave us with around, how much? With around 16 million. So, gives us a healthy budget for like contracts and stuff. So that would be good. We get another offer here. Oh, okay, from Atalanta. So let me just delegate that. Okay, maybe not 15 million. We'll say 10 million and see what happens. Colin was like, no thanks, I can be a part of something special. Honestly, JJ, if you knew the real life Alex, you'd know the last thing he wants to do is leave Cloyne. The last thing he wants to do is, well, I say leave Cloyne. Last thing he wants to do is leave Ireland. But yeah, he would be like, no thank you. Okay, Atlanta come back with 8.4. I'm going to negotiate that because, no, I'm not, you know. If they're willing to pay 9.5, then you should be as well. Okay, perfect. There we go. Right, we've got this game now against Leeds. So Afif has gone. He has been sold. He's gone to Frankfurt. Thank you for your service, Afif. Listen, he was a free agent signing. He did well. What the fuck do you mean C? How is that a C? He's a free agent signing. We've sold him for nearly 10 million. Oh, fuck off. I don't think we would have got that much for him. Right, whatever. I agree. The finals have been so disappointing in recent times. They have been. They've been terrible. And, what was the Europa League final last year? It was Frankfurt, wasn't it? It was Frankfurt and Rangers. That was actually quite a good game. And the Conference League final was Roma and Feyenoord. Yeah, it was Feyenoord. Like, those were actually good games. But the fucking Champions League finals have just been appalling. Yes, we do have 16 million in the budget. That's good. Right, we've got Leeds up next, who are in the relegation zone. This is our first league game of the episode. As you can see, after 21 games, we are 4 points clear of Manchester City. So we are going well. 3 home games in a row as well. And I think the Stoke game is at home too, isn't it? 4 home games. And then we've got fucking Birmingham afterwards. Jesus Christ. Right, so I am tempted. Okay. Where are Stoke in the table? Let me just have a quick look at where Stoke are. Because I feel like I'm going to sim that Birmingham game. So Stoke are 19th. Okay, so Leeds and Stoke are both in the bottom three. So, I think I'll play the Leeds game, and I'm going to sim the Stoke and Birmingham games. I think I'll do an interactive sim for the Stoke game, and I'll do like a proper sim for the Birmingham game. I think that makes sense. So we've got Leeds here in Cloyne. I don't think I need to make any changes. I keep forgetting to put Mbuemo in the... Actually, let me do that now, because I'll end up forgetting again. So Mbuemo can go right into the starting 11. And we'll put a Adama Traore on the bench. Let me just... we'll take Fernandez away. Do that. I mean, something else we could do in this transfer window as well. Let me actually just have a quick look at this. No, not the Youth Academy. The Squad Hub. How much could we get for Fernandez? We could get 9 million for him. So, I suppose technically what we could do is we could sell Fernandez, or at least listen to some offers. And then, so if we sold them for, let's say, around 9 or 10 million, we'd have about 26 or 7 million in the budget. And then I suppose we could look for another backup centre-back, because he's just not good enough, and he's 28, 77 rated. Like, he's not going to get much better, or any better. Yeah, I think what we'll do, we'll put him on the transfer list and we'll listen to offers. I wasn't going to do this till the summer, but you know what? Fuck it, there's no time like the present. Let's see how we get on. And, if we don't get the right offers for him, then we won't do it. But we'll see. We'll see. Right, I'm just going to go with the full-strength team. JJ looking to get his first goal of the episode. Hopefully he can do that now today. As we play Leeds at home, a team who will have to go back to the Championship next season. But thanks for the memories, Leeds. We loved giving you a battering every time we played you. But that's the best thing, is that, in the 3 years Leeds were back in the Premier League, they didn't get one victory against United. The most they could get was a draw. They got a draw at Ellen Road in 2021. And then obviously we drew at Old Trafford this season, where we came from 2-0 down to draw 2-2. But then we beat them a few days later at Ellen Road. So they never got the better of us. It's Cullen. It's JJ. Oh, lucky. Good save. Good save. When does the summer transfer window open? Can never remember the day. Sorry, can never remember after the season ends. I read, when you put IRL, I read that as Ireland, and it just clicked at me there, you meant in real life. So I think, JJ, now don't quote me on this, but if memory is serving me correctly, I think similar to FIFA, the 1st of July is like the first official day where the transfer window opens. But, terrible effort there by Porrig, but I think in June is when you can where June is where everything can be agreed. Like, you're allowed to approach clubs with more official offers, if that makes sense. But July is kind of when the when everything gets 100% signed, sealed, and delivered. Because I think that's when let's say players who are running out of contract and stuff, they officially become free agents in July. Here's JJ. Oh, unlucky. So yeah, that's how that works. So it should be interesting to see what United do in the summer. Obviously, there's the whole takeover thing happening in the background as well, which, look, I am paying attention to it, but the only reason I'm not commenting on it is because, listen, everyone knows what I want. I want a full sale. I want the Glazers out. I would prefer Qatar to take over than Sir Jim Ratcliffe. That's just my personal opinion. But, oh my God, that was nearly a very risky ball. But, I'll comment on it more when I feel like it's not when I feel like it happens, when it happens. Oh, that's a good ball. It's Cullen. Oh, it's a good save. Oh, it just wouldn't fall for JJ. Oh, Cullen! He actually got there before the keeper did, but the ball was a bit too far away from him. Good interception. Oh, but then we lose it again straight away. JJ. Oh, what? That was a late call for offside. Right, sorry now. Just give me a second there. Someone's after texting me, and I feel like I do need to respond to this because... a second, lads. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. I haven't been paying attention that much, but I do hope for a sale. Even as a kid, when United were winning, they kept coming up as a topic on Match Today. But I mean, that was like, listen, Graham Souness, who's obviously left Sky, I always actually thought, apart from the whole Pogba stuff, I actually thought Souness was quite a decent pundit. But it was when he was saying that, I can't remember, was it last year or the year before, he said something about, United fans didn't complain about the Glazers when they were winning trophies. Give me a second there now. Who scored? It's a goal. Oh, it's Chavez. I thought it was JJ. Oh, I'm happy that we've scored, but I thought it was I wanted it to be JJ, but whatever. It's Chavez. He gives us the lead here against Leeds at the straight out of Cloyne Arena. It is 1-0, and we do go in front. Get in there. How many goals after the season for Chavez? 6. Okay, he's starting to get back into the goal scoring groove. But yeah, Souness said that. Then someone showed a picture of David Beckham when AC Milan came to Old Trafford in the last 16 of the Champions League in 2010. And we beat AC Milan 4-0 in the last 16 of the Champions League. We were the reigning English champions at that stage, who had just won the League Cup. And we'd obviously won 3 leagues in a row at that stage. We were going for a 4th. I know we didn't end up winning it, but we were going for a 4th league title in a row. And the fans were still singing Glazers out. So this idea that we only do it when things aren't going well for us is a load of shite. We've wanted the Glazers out for years. One thing I want out now is Leeds out of my fucking box. Oh, fuck off. Oh, Mamardashvili, get up, get up, get up. Okay, he did well to recover there. Come on, I feel like clean sheets are just something that are non-existent to us in this career mode. And I really, really would like to keep one today. It'll be interesting to see what offers we get for Fernandez in this as well. Because I would like he's just not been great, and I would like to sign another centre-back. And I feel like 26 million, it's a good amount of money to bring in a decent centre-back. Here's Colin. Oh, unlucky. God, the games, I feel like the first half seems to fly by today. How are we almost nearly at half-time already? Oh, great tackle by Porrig. He had to come across to the right there, which is not where he normally plays. Him and Ibanez have momentarily swapped places there. Here's Gaia. Chavez. Oh, it's a good ball to JJ. Come on, JJ. There we go. Normal service has resumed. JJ back amongst the goals. You knew it was only a matter of time, and it's a great time to score as well, right on the stroke of the half-time whistle. Chavez, a goal and an assist today. JJ, not the easiest angle, but he doesn't care. The English Van Nistelrooy back amongst the goals. And we are 2-0 up, to the delight of Joe Turl there. Right, sorry no. I always had no clue what they were talking about, but it happened a bit where I remember Lineker and Shearer were talking about it. Yeah, obviously, you know, with these things, it's like the older you get, the more you understand it. You know, like my brother and sister now, for example, like if I said Glazers out to them, they wouldn't have a clue what I'm on about. And like, listen, kids shouldn't have to be thinking about things like that. You know what I mean? They should just be able to enjoy the football. But it is mental to think that like it's been going on for that long, you know. But hopefully, you know, it won't go on for too much longer. Go on, that's it. And we do take a 2-0 lead into the halftime break. Lovely stuff. Don't think we need to make any changes at halftime. Nope. Hopefully we can make a change to the scoreline here and add some more misery to Leeds' day. Harry Kane obviously getting a couple of goals in that game against Leeds today in real life, so you would imagine that is his Tottenham swan song. Nice way for him to go out, if that's the case, and there's obviously the possibility he could be a Manchester United player. We'll have to wait and see. But I think he definitely needs to leave Spurs. I think he's given Spurs enough service now. A player like Harry Kane deserves to be playing Champions League football. Oh, great ball. Dylan Turl. Oh, and Dylan Turl makes it 3. The captain with a captain's finish. The billionaire strut is out again. And we are 3-0 up. Chavez with a goal and 2 assists now today. A left-footed finish from Dylan Turl. And to steal a line from JJ, we are back in business. This is more like it. Absolute delight from Joe Turl there as he sees his grandson score the 3rd goal. Obviously, for anyone who doesn't know, obviously I use the name Joe Turl in the pro wrestling world as a tribute to my late granddad, whose name was Joe Turl. Obviously, I'm Dylan Turl, and yeah, that's the connection there. Oh, that's a good ball. That is a good ball. Oh, for fuck you. I'm not watching that again. It's like they can hear me. They're like, oh, there's Dylan, the cocky little shit, getting excited about scoring a 3rd goal and, bragging about wanting a clean sheet. And then straight away, Leeds go up the other end and fucking score. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's so frustrating. Fucking assholes. Oh, Mbuemo. And Turl again. There we go. Fuck you, Leeds. We restore our 3-goal advantage. 4-1. Turl gets a brace. Oh, look at that. Turl and JJ doing the billionaire strut. Oh, things you love to see. Brilliant by Mbuemo, who's just been an absolute revelation of a signing. Turl finishes it off. Beautiful. Turl and JJ scoring, normal service resumed. Type that out and Leeds scored. Fucking bastards, lad. But at least we've gone up the other end and made it 4-1. Would have been nice to keep a clean sheet today, but look, we're getting a comfortable win. Good tackle by Gaia. And it's always they're always annoying goals to concede. Like, they're not even good goals. They're just like, it's just scripting is all it is. That is a horrible foul. Dan James, former United player, now a Leeds scumbag. I still like Dan James. I know he's on loan to Fulham at the moment, but, today would have been his last game for Fulham unless they sign him permanently, which, they might have to now, because I don't think Dan James is going to want to go back down to the Championship. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did end up leaving Leeds. It's Turl on a hat-trick now. Colin. Here's Polinia. Speaking of Fulham players. Oh, he loses it though. Oh, brilliant though by Chavez, who's been probably man of the match today. He's had a brilliant performance. Turl. Great ball. JJ. Just gets intercepted right as I was about to shoot. Colin with a good tackle, but 2 good tackles, but 3 good tackles. And every single time, it goes right back to a Leeds player. Excuse me. It's so fucking irritating.
Alan Roach, please can you come to reception? Your wife is waiting for you. Thank you.
His United career was over to the point I didn't realise he left. Yeah, I remember he left only a few days after we re-signed Ronaldo. So you'd be forgiven for forgetting about it. But yeah, no, he did leave. I think the day we officially confirmed. Oh no, I think it was deadline day. I think it was actually deadline day in 2021 that he signed for Leeds. Because he did make a couple of appearances for United before. Before he signed for Leeds, in that window, he did play a few games for United. Just before that, his last game was against Wolves, who we beat 1-0, where number 11 for United scored that day. That's all I'm willing to say. Oh, and Mbuemo! Oh my God, that nearly went in. That actually nearly snuck in. Bloody hell! Right, We've only got a few minutes left. I'm going to put Alex over on the left. Bring on Adama Traore to play there. Then we will put... what else will we do? We'll bring on... Schuler, I think, can come on for Paulinho. And, yeah, Turl can go CDM. He gets a +1 there. Yeah, where Schuler doesn't. So we'll put Schuler in midfield. What else will we do? I feel like bringing on Kent. Yeah, we'll bring on Kent. No, we won't. We'll bring on Hobbs. Yeah, that's all I'll do for now. 12 minutes to go. 4-1 up. We'll make 3 changes just to freshen things up a bit. As Cloyne will whip in the corner. JJ to Chavez. There's Traore. Turl. Chavez. Oof. Oh, well done. Porrick does really well there. Is Gaia. And now Cloyne. Gaia. Turl. Schuler. JJ probably would have been offside. Five minutes left. Still 4-1 up. Oh, bollocks. Not a great ball there by Gaia. Mamardashvili will catch that. You know what, we'll put it out of play and we'll make our last couple of changes. So I think we'll put Porrick at left. Actually, Ibanez is quite tired. We'll bring on Kent. Look, he's got 5-star weak foot. He'll be fine. And, oops, sorry, didn't mean that. And we'll also bring on Furuhashi. We'll give JJ a rest for the final 3 minutes or so. Oh, it's a good ball in. Good tack, or good catch there, I should say, by Mamardashvili. Right. 3 added minutes. Sorry, I'm just... okay, there we go. Sorry, the chat was flickering a bit there, and it was distracting me. So sorry if I went a bit quiet there. That might have been a little bit awkward. But I was just trying to see would the chat disappear or not. Thankfully, it didn't. As we head into the final minute of stoppage time, the referee's not going to give Leeds one more chance. Their misery continues this season. 4-1 win. Nice to get a comfortable result for a change after 2 very close games at the start of this episode. And just to let you all know, I think I have a bit of a game plan for the Bournemouth game. I might change things up a bit. Who is Elijah Greaves? Oh yeah, he would have been a free agent we'd have been looking at. Yeah, I forgot about that. There's a lot of things I did after the last episode that I completely forgot about. Okay, we do get an offer here for Fernandez from Valencia. So they're willing to pay 10.8 million for him. I think I'm going to accept that. They're saying that's the maximum we can get. I could be picky and round it up to 11, but I'm actually going to accept that. The Spaniards looking to go back to Spain. Yeah, I could get more, but you know what? I feel like 10.8 is probably fine. I think I probably wouldn't have gotten much more. I think that's pretty decent. Right, let me go into the scouts here as well. So we obviously have these two here for when the free agents and the regens start. Sorry, the regens and free agents. Yeah, when they start filling up a bit. But I'm also going to go centre back, first team quality, 23 to 26, and let's see who we could potentially get. There's no rush. There is no rush, but we'll see what happens. All right, and Buemo is ready to switch to a left winger. That's perfect. And we'll put him down as a support winger as well. Lovely stuff. And we can move on into this game against Stoke, who I think, for this game, I'm going to do an interactive sim. I think we can go. Yeah, well, let's go with the strongest starting 11. Let me just quickly change Stoke's jersey. Doesn't clash that much. Actually, to be honest with you, their home jersey probably clashes less than the away kit does. Yeah, never mind. Let's do that. We'll do an interactive sim, and let's see how we get on here. So it's our strongest 11 yet again. Obviously, we did batter Stoke at the start of the season. Hopefully, we can get a similar result here as well. Against Birmingham, I'll throw out a completely just rotated team. Oh, JJ very nearly setting up Chavez there. Is JJ again. Come on, let's try and get a goal within the first 20 minutes. Chavez. Oh, good save by the keeper. Just looking through Stoke's team there. Oh, God, we've had a few chances now to take the lead. If we have a look at Stoke's team, is there any recognisable names there? That's probably Dwight. I think that's Dwight Gale up front. Oh, go on. Oh, JJ hits the post. Oh, that's a good save again by the keeper. We're battering them, but we're just not finishing the chances. Oh, my God. How has that not got in? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, good ball. Oh, my God. How many? I have to see the stats. 7 shots, 3 on target, 70% possession. And we're still not in front. Oh, never mind. Yes, we are. It's still in Turl. Of course it's still in Turl. Well, to be honest with you, probably, that would be more suitable for JJ if he'd scored that line of commentary. But Turl has had his fair share of goals as well this season. Oh, typically, Stoke go right up the other end and get their first big chance of the game. So we go 1-0 up, and all of a sudden the momentum completely switches. But we do get a goal kick. Go on, let's get another one for half time. Oh, unlucky from JJ. Leading by example, floodgates have been opened. Let's bloody hope so. Oh, Porrick nearly scoring there. 11 shots to their 2, and it's only 1-0. Come on, we need to be finishing these chances, lads. We really need to be finishing these chances. Stoke with the early pressure here, but we do get rid of it. Mightn't even make any subs in this game. Well, depending on injuries and stuff. Oof. It's hard with another chance, but it was a good save. Go on. Oh, unlucky. Do you know what? I might do an interactive sim for the Birmingham game as well. Just to see how the team gets on, because I do want to completely rotate. Like I was tempted to play it, but I'm now desperate to play that. I was hoping we get a comfortable result against Bournemouth, but obviously that didn't happen. Thought they were going to give a penalty there for a second. Chavez, Calabria. Oh my God. Oh, and Stoke have a bit of space to run into here. Around 15 minutes to go now, and they're in. Oh, okay, they nearly scored there, Stoke. Right. Chavez, you know what? I will make a change. We'll bring on Schuler just to save his legs. And yeah, we'll leave the rest of the team as it is. Heading into the final 10 minutes now. It's JJ. JJ again. Go on, Paulinho. Oh. Stoke defending well here, and they're getting on some good counter-attacks. So we got to be careful that we don't concede one late on here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, what a save. What a save. 1 minute of normal time to go. Stoke have it in our box. Just on the edge of the box now. We get rid of it, and we do get 3 points. Turl with the only goal of the game. Not the battering we gave them at the Stoke City Stadium. But listen, it's 3 points all the same. And it's a clean sheet. 3 points and a clean sheet. What more could we ask for? You love to see that. Right, we've got this game now against Birmingham in the FA Cup. Fernandes has left and has joined Valencia. 10.8 million. Oh, there is not a hope in hell we would have gotten 15 million for him. Not a hope in hell. He never plays. He's not going to get much better than what he already is. So those ratings can go fuck themselves. But let's see. 27 million now in the budget. Good to see. Ooh. Oh, there's I was going to say, who's this guy? Igor Bak. Obviously, we swapped him to get Ibanez earlier this season. Unreal. Right. I think we'll wait a few days to see who we can sign. Because what I'm thinking of doing now, I'm thinking of actually playing the Birmingham game, playing the Bournemouth game, and maybe leaving it with the Forest game. And then in the next episode, we'll play that Forest game and also finish off the transfer window. And it just gives me some time to like look into some centre backs and not rush my decision, you know? I think that's what I might do. Because I kind of fancy playing with the reserves. I'm back and better. Oh, JJ, you just reminded me. You just reminded me of something. Yeah. Those lyrics, obviously, are the lyrics from Eric Bischoff's theme song. We actually had Billy Bedlam use that theme song at the last RCW show, which is really cool. But I will actually be meeting Eric Bischoff in September. He's coming to Cork with Inside the Ropes. I know he's coming to Cork, Dublin, Manchester, and London, and he might be going somewhere else as well. Like he might be going to a few other places. But Cork is the first stop on the tour. So it's the same tour that, you know, Kurt Angle did when he came to Cypress Avenue in Cork, where I got to meet him. But yeah, I'll be meeting Eric Bischoff on September 24th. So I'm looking forward to that. Right, I don't know why that put Birmingham in the away kit. That was a very strange thing for it to do. So I know we do have a second team in the team sheets, but I kind of want to do it myself. Right, so Mamardashvili is going to stay in goal. Hobbs is going to come in there, but that McConnell guy, he's going to go on the bench as the backup right back. Kent is going to play centre back. Serrano is actually going to come in as the starting centre back. And this Cardosa guy, yeah, we'll try and bring him on at some stage. Gallardo is going to play left back. I'll give Cocaine Bear a go. Why not? Let's put Traore in there. We'll play Ferreira because we haven't played him for a while. Furuhashi. And let me just try and make a few changes on the bench as well. Yeah, let's give Turl a rest, actually. Abreu can go on the bench. Schuler can start. Chavez. Oh, actually. Yeah, Cardoso. Yeah, Cardoso's going to play over Chavez. Because I don't want anyone tired for that game. I'll leave Cullen on the bench. Or no, I'll put Mbuemo on the bench. No, it's not. I'll put Cullen on the bench. No, Mbuemo. Fuck it. That was a back and forth there. I'd rather have a left-footed player there because I don't... Ferreira, I have my doubts about. So we'll put Mbuemo there. JJ can stay on the bench because he's the only other striker we have as an option. Alonso, I feel bad, but look, we're going to be selling Alonso in the summer anyway. Mamardashvili, I want him to play as much as he can. And yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Right, let's get into it. Against Birmingham City. Sorry, I missed the chat. Awesome, he's doing a meet and greet as well as a Q&A. Yes, so in Cypress Avenue, which is the venue he'll be doing the show in Cork. So with the Kurt Angle show, it was weird. The first thing we did was we all queued up to get an autograph from Kurt Angle and just to say hello, anyone who had a meet and greet ticket. Then it was, we went back to our seats and we got called row by row to go up and get our picture with Kurt Angle. And then Kurt did the show. So I'm not sure if that's going to be what they'll do with Eric Bischoff, but I'm looking forward to it. From what I hear, he's a really nice guy, Eric Bischoff. I'm sure he has some interesting stories to tell. So it should be a fun night. So it should. But speaking of fun, hopefully we have a bit of fun here using a rotated team against Birmingham in the FA Cup. It's always a nice chance to get to rotate the team a bit and just get a different feel for it. And let's see how we go. I think I might use MGH's 3-goal rule here as we get a free kick. Typically the one time Alex isn't on the pitch, we get a free kick. So if we go 3 goals in front, I will jump to result. That was a terrible foul on Cardoso. Right, is Schuler our best free kick taker? Oh, he is by a long shot. Okay, 83 free kicks. I did not know he had that. Can he do an Alex on it and bend this one into the back of the net? Let's see. Schuler. Oh, I tell you what. It wasn't a bad effort. That was actually a pretty good strike. And he'll take the corner as well. I like Schuler. I think he's a good squad player to have. I've no plans to sell him anytime soon. He always seems to do well when we play him. Has one goal in this episode as well against Leicester. And that was also in the FA Cup. I like Bischoff. His TNA run I don't like as much. Oh, shit. Sorry, just give me a second. Oh, good tackle. I don't like as that era of TNA nearly killed my fandom. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think that time in TNA was that was a rough one. There was good moments in it, but yeah, it was TNA were in a very, very odd position at that stage, weren't they? And a lot of the things that made that promotion really cool were being evaporated, which wasn't nice to see. But I tell you what is nice to see is Kent scoring a beautiful header from Schuler's ball in. Schuler's had a fantastic start to this game, and our future star, Kent, scores a brilliant goal. That was absolutely fantastic. I didn't realise Schuler was as much of a set piece specialist as he is. But that was a great ball in. Kent rose for it, won the header, and we do take the lead here against Birmingham. 1-0. Lovely stuff. My favourite Bischoff TNA moment is selling for Joker Sting's bird. Joker Sting. Bloody, I think people remember it now as a great moment for Sting's career. But God, it was, I think it's been I think it was overlooked for such a long time. And I think a lot of it's to do with the fact that TNA wasn't in its best state at that stage. I think that was actually around the time they rebranded to Impact Wrestling, if memory is serving me correctly. But yeah, I enjoyed Joker Sting. So many old people that I didn't know who were... Sorry, I can't... There we go, sorry, the chat was going funny there. So many old people that I didn't know who they were, and all my favourites losing to them wasn't fun. Yeah, TNA had a habit of that, alright, didn't they? Which is a shame. It was a shame, because like prime TNA, or like peak TNA, like, 2000s TNA was just fucking fantastic. And like, the Hogan and Bischoff era had some good moments, but as I say, I think they lost their identity a little bit. Obviously losing the six-sided ring. Oh, bollocks! Oh, Birmingham very nearly equalised there. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pause that. But a lot of the things that made TNA unique were being taken away. Oh, shit. Oh, that was a poor ball. Serrano, he is only 72 rated and he doesn't play a lot, so we have to just keep that in mind that, obviously we're trying to get another backup centre-back. Yeah, sorry, we have to try and... I was just concentrating there just in case we concede it. We have to try and get a better backup centre-back to... to slot in there as a rotational player for Ibanez, but obviously that's going to take a bit of time. That'll probably be in the next episode, but we'll keep an eye out. We'll have one more look before this episode ends. Oh, Cardoso, who does have a goal in him, very nearly doubling our lead there. It was actually a good effort. Keeper had to really stretch for it. Jeez, that nearly went in. I loved it at the time. It was the most fun in TNA by a long distance. Yeah, no, classic TNA is always fun to go back and watch. Oh, Cardoso nearly scoring again. I still remember the first time I ever saw TNA on my screen. I'm actually going to put Schuler on the corner. Why is this not... Okay, apparently I can't. Right, Traore's going to have to whip it in. Oh, I tell you what, Furuhashi... He was trying to channel his inner Dylan Turl and Jude Lyons there. Oh, couldn't direct it on target. I hated the rebrand and losing the 6 sides because it just felt like any other brand. I was only watching WWE only with TNA, but both looked different. Yeah, that was TNA genuinely were with the 6-sided ring. They were a genuine alternative. Like, no offense to All Elite Wrestling, but they are an alternative. But like a lot, like I don't think to the casual viewer, I don't think it's that much of a difference. Like, to be like that, and that's always been my thing about AEW. They want to be an alternative for fans, right? Oh, for a Hash nearly doubling our lead. But to the casual viewer, if they tune into AEW, it just looks like a lower budget WWE. I'm not saying low budget, but a lower budget. You know what I mean? It's just another promotion who have rich owners. That's essentially it. And I'm not shitting on them. And I know they've got a pay-per-view tonight, and part of me is tempted to watch it. We'll see. But yeah, like as you say here, JJ, like Raw and Nitro look totally different. Like TNA, when you tuned into TNA and you saw the 6-sided ring, and the fact that it was studio wrestling, you know what I mean? It looked and felt different. It was a proper alternative, and that they had the X Division, the X Division match, or what was it called, the Ultimate X match. They had cool, interesting characters, and then you had Sting and Kurt Angle, like established, legendary wrestlers, and Christian obviously came in as well around that time period. Like it had a real different feel to it. It was a genuine alternative, whereas AEW, as you say here, JJ, it's just a bigger version of Ring of Honor. And no offense to Ring of Honor, but like for me, the closest we've gotten to a proper alternative to WWE in recent years was the height of New Japan. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like that was, it's Traore and Adama Traore right at the end of the half. He gets his first goal for the club. Lovely stuff. The free agent signing. He's had a bit of a rough start, but he's scored his first goal for the club. You love to see that. And we are 2-0 up here against Birmingham. Lovely passing. Decent finish. 2-0 up. Probably the best angle. Keeper probably could have done a bit better there, but we don't care because we're 2-0 up, and that's all that matters. But yeah, I love the WCW. Like one thing, like whatever you want to say about WCW, I fucking love their stage designs. Like in WWE 2K23, my favorite arenas are the WCW ones. And like TNA just had such a cool underground different feel to it. And for me, AEW, for as good as they have been at times, they've never had that feel to it. Obviously, I saw that Sabu is in AEW now as well. I know he's doing something for Double or Nothing, and I was like, that's kind of cool. But at the end of the day, no offense to Sabu, but he doesn't really get me that excited. Bollocks. Let's try and keep another clean sheet. Modern wrestling focuses way too much about in-ring characters, presentation of the show, camera style. Week to week looks exactly the same. 100% change. Like, one thing I used to love about TNA was the fly-on-the-wall backstage camera angles. I love WWE, right? But I have to pause just to describe this. But in WWE, a backstage angle, it looks like a TV scene. They're not acting like the camera isn't there. Like the camera is literally right on top of the wrestlers. But in TNA, it always looked like a cameraman secretly filming a conversation backstage. I fucking loved that about TNA. And it was different. And it was good different. You know what I mean? Whereas, as you say, I think AEW, they just don't have that. I don't think they've ever really had that. I always kind of didn't like AEW's production. You know, like something as small as, you know, in WWE, when one wrestler makes his entrance, the music stops when his entrance is finished, and we wait a few seconds to hear the next entrance theme. In AEW, from when I last saw it, the theme songs play straight after each other, and that's something like, it's such a small thing, but I've never been a big fan of their production, to be honest. I'm popping for the nostalgia. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to pause that, but let's read this anyway. I'm popping for the nostalgic names more than the newer wrestlers, and that's not good. Four Pillar storyline is laughably horrible. Is that the whole Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, Jungle Boy, and who's the other one? And someone else. Yeah, I've heard not so great things about that. Like I honestly, I haven't watched AEW properly in fucking ages. I was keeping tabs a little bit when Punk was still there, but that was kind of it. But yeah, like part of me is tempted to give Double or Nothing a go, because I do remember their pay-per-views being quite good. Did we just get a penalty? Oh, that's a free kick. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I like, listen, like, you know, they have Wembley and whatever, and like, I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm sure there'll be a decent attendance, but I don't know. There's just something about AEW. There's something quite off-putting about them. You know, I think there's always been something a little bit disingenuous. You know, and listen, that's just me. Like, other people might feel a bit differently, but I loved everything in the summer of 2021, and after All Out of 2021, I just lost interest. I don't think they capitalized on the momentum that they had. Go on. Oh, Furuhashi. Keeper made an absolute meal of that. It's 3-0. Right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make some changes. Let's bring on Abreu. Let's bring on Cardoso for... Let's give Kent a rest, because he could still have a role to play in the Cup game. McConnell can come on. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do. So we'll get the subs on, and then we'll jump to result. There we go. 20 minutes to go. 3-0 up. Jump to result. Perfect. Ends 3-0. My screen flickered a bit there. Just give me a second. There we go. Fix that. Yeah, Paulinho came on for Cardoso, which it's fine for the final 15 minutes. We stayed 3-0 up. Lovely stuff. Chong came on. I didn't even notice that. Former United player. But we do progress in the FA Cup. Lovely stuff. It's trying to be an alternative while bringing back wrestling fans 20 years ago, and they are stuck around 900,000 viewers, which is 1 million less than TNA was doing on Spike. Yeah, and listen, I know that TV has changed, but still, like, AEW's numbers have always been a little bit below what they wanted, you know? Sometimes I think it's like they can't decide what they want to be. It's like they want to be an alternative to WWE, but they also want to be like an indie promotion like Ring of Honor, but then they also want to sell out, you know, stadiums like Wembley. And then they constantly bring back, you know, old wrestlers that really nobody is overly arsed about. Like, you know, it's just, I don't know. I feel like they don't know what they want sometimes. At least I know what, like, WWE know what they want to be. And listen, people, I think, have this impression that I'm like a WWE shill. Like, WWE are my favorite promotion. They always have been. They always will be. They're the first promotion I watched. They're the promotion I'll always have the closest connection with. But I do love to watch stuff outside WWE when I can, you know? But like, it's just, AEW just doesn't do it for me. It used to, but it just doesn't do it anymore, unfortunately. Right, Cahill McConnell, Cluj want him on a loan. We'll ask for a short loan. I think that would be fair enough. It's like TNA in 2010, so many identities going at once. Exactly. Let me just take a sip of water here now, my apologies. Bloody hell, I did not realize how thirsty I was. But yeah, it's just, you know, I think it's good that AEW are there, because it gives more people places to work, and it gives people, you know, more opportunities to make money. And it, you know, fans, if they are that against WWE, they have another promotion that they can watch. But like, I don't get it. I don't get any of the hype around AEW. But listen, you know, to each their own. Right, we're going to do a press conference before
Okay,
this
welcome,
match
everyone. We're now ready to start taking
against
questions.
Bournemouth. 2-1 down from the first leg in a shock result. But what can we do in the second leg? I'm happy with this. Yeah, I'll say I'm happy with the squad. Let me just have a quick look actually at the scout report for the centre backs. Let's just see if anyone else is here. Okay, this guy's got an MCL injury. He's out for 4 weeks. Imagine if we brought back. Doesn't look like we can afford him though, so probably won't be doing that. Right, we'll scout this guy, even though we don't have a lot of time to be scouting. It's going to take 18 days, so I might have to sow FIFA him. And we'll scout this guy as well. Demiral and Casale. I'll have to learn the pronunciations. But we'll come back to that. But right, here we go. Last game of the episode. Our first away game as well. It's been nice for a change. Every game has been at home. Once again, we'll go with the strongest team. I was going to go with a 4-4-2. But you know what? I'm going to stick with what we have for now. Yeah, let's stick with what we have. Everyone's fully fit. We've got a couple of tired, somewhat tired players on the bench, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, it's all good. We'll be fine. Come on. I want to get to a cup final. We haven't won a trophy yet in this career mode. We've got to turn it around to get to the final. Come on, let's do it. I gave it a chance, and it's not my taste. First few months with fans back, it felt special, but it's long gone. Backstage drama has not helped, and this brand split that could be happening is WWE. Yeah, I think, come on, team, we can do this. I love the enthusiasm, JJ. Bloody love it, man, because we bloody need it as well. Because I was not expecting to lose that first game. So maybe I got a bit ahead of myself, but we won't be taking Bournemouth lightly this time. But yeah, I, as you say, like the backstage drama didn't help. I just think there's a lot of strings attached to them. Yeah. I don't think they're going to be as big a deal in a few years. That's all I'm willing to say right now. I can't say how much of a downward spiral it might be, but I'm not expecting AEW to be. I don't think they're going to get much bigger or better than what they are. But we'll see. Time will tell. Okay, here we go. 2-1 down from the first leg. And that leg was at home as well. So a bit of a shock result. We're back here in the second leg. Can we get off to a good start here? And Buemo. JJ. Oh, lucky. It's a penalty, ref. Penalty. No, we won't give it. Bastard. Okay, Ibanez intercepts though. Got a good tempo to this game to start with. Bournemouth, who managed to stay up in real life and stay up relatively comfortably as well. Fair play to them. God, when you haven't streamed in so long, I tell you what, it fucking gets the best of you. Oh, it's a poor ball by Mbuemo. Come on, we can do this. But we got to make sure we score first. If Bournemouth score first, I'll be very nervous. They're on the attack here. It's not a great shot. Punk coming back, I'll have more of an interest, but I feel like I feel like it's not gonna end well. Yeah, God, CM Punk. I can't see that going well either. I really can't. Is he onside? Yes, he is. Get in there. Dylan Turl. He's had a brilliant goal-scoring episode. Sorry, I know I went quiet. But I just had to focus on that attack. Oh, lovely one-touch stuff there. Chavez. JJ was actually two-touch. And Turl. Brilliant. Level now on aggregate. Let's just stay calm. Let's not get too excited. But Turl levels it up. 1-0 on the night. 2-2 on aggregate. Get in there. What a season he's had, Dylan Turl. It's his first League Cup goal of the season, but he has been banging them in the league. and also a couple in the Conference League as well. You'll never hear of any backstage drama at Cloyne United. We're a brotherhood. They call us the super duper elite. If you know, you know. But I said we had to score first, and we have. Buemo didn't do too well there, but he wins the throw-in. Especially when they kept talking rubbish when he's been gone. All these shots and articles about how Punk wasn't much help, his talent is nonsense. Yeah, definitely. And I know there was the whole I think John Moxley spoke about that as well. So, yeah, it just seems like a big clusterfuck. And Tony Khan, look, whatever you want to say about him, he did not handle that situation well at all. He really didn't. I mean, that press conference. I remember I was at Clash of the Castle that weekend. And I remember coming back. So we flew from Cardiff into Dublin. And I'd heard, like, I saw on my phone that there was a lot of shit happening at AEW. I remember I was on the bus from Dublin back to Cork, and that's when I watched the full press conference, and I was like, oh my god, that is not a good sign for AEW. We know how to throw a super duper party. 100% we do. Oh god. Oh no. Oh, fuck off. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bournemouth, who I'm actually just realising now, judging from the printing on the back of their jersey, aren't even in the Premier League. I think they're in the Championship. Because they've got the Championship EFL logos on the back of their jersey. So we might be getting knocked out of the League Cup to a fucking Championship team. Fucking hell. Oh, come on, here's JJ. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Turl. Oh, it's a poor ball. JJ made a great run, but the ball let him down. Oh, and of course Bournemouth get it right back, don't they? Right, Chavez. No, that wasn't the ball. Shit. There we go. Tony Khan loves his shoots, and I bet he was thinking, oh, sorry, now let me just try and... Okay, that's a free kick. How is that not a foul? I don't believe this. Good save. Fucking hell. He loves his shoot, and I bet he was thinking how I can use this on TV when Punk was going to town on the Elite. Yeah, he fucking didn't control that situation at all, Tony Khan. Oh my god. Oh no. You have to be fucking joking me. You have got to be joking me. Alex is injured. Alex is injured and he's going to have to come off. The ambulance sign. That could be a season ender. Oh, that could be a season ender for Alex. Oh, that is fucking heartbreaking. Maybe we should have taken the money from Real Madrid. I'm joking, obviously. Oh, no, that's not good. That is not good. I mean, like, with FIFA... Like, yeah, it does... Yeah, it looks like his knee, but, like, that's a terrible animation, you know? Right, Traore, who did score his first goal for the club in the last game, he's going to have to come on and try and do the job here. But that is not what we wanted to see. Alex, who's been such a great player for us. Oh, that's going to be at least 3 months without Alex. Oh, you have to be joking. That's karma. That is karma for me not streaming for however long. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's so annoying. Oh, I don't believe it. It was nearly a double whammy there. He was offside anyway. I think that's going to be half-time. Yeah, it is half-time. And it's 1-1 on the night. 3-2 on aggregate. I can't believe like this is... against Bournemouth of all fucking teams. This is fucking happening. And we've lost one of our best players now. It's a fucking joke. It really fucking is. This has actually really pissed me off. Why? Why does this have to happen? Alex, who, let's be honest, he's never put a foot wrong. Ever. And now he could be out. That could be, as I said, that could be his season over. I think 3 months at best. It's JJ. Have a goal, lad. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by JJ! I was expecting the keeper to put that up for a corner. At best. But it's a great start to the second half. We've lost Cullen, but we still have JJ. It's a beautiful shot. Keeper couldn't get near it. The power, I think, was just too much. And we are level on aggregate again. I love the mentality from Turl and JJ. Both picking up the ball straight away after they scored. The keeper had no chance, so that's what he had. Up against the machine, too strong. JJ piling it into the... Okay, I've lost complete track of that song, but you get the point. Oh, my God. I know I have to... listen, we have to focus here. We have to focus, because we're not even actually winning. We're winning on the night, but not on aggregate. We're level. But that's a fucking absolute just disaster now that Alex is injured. Oh, what a moment! Oh, it's in! It's Chavez! It's Chavez! It's 3-1 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate. Oh, and we have turned it around. Chavez, who has scored some huge goals this season. He had a very slow goal-scoring start. But every goal he has scored has been a very important one. Turl with the ball across. Mbuemo couldn't get behind it. But it fell for Chavez on his so-called weaker foot. And it's 3-1 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate. The power came from the frustrations over the two legs, 100%. Let's fucking go indeed, JJ. Chavez. It's going to be heartbreaking to not have Cullen for however long that we don't have him. But I tell you what. We're doing him proud now. He's offside. 3-1 on the night, 4-3 on aggregate. Well, I did not expect Bournemouth to be giving us this close of a game. And you have to give them credit. And there's still half an hour to go, so it's not over yet. We've got to stay focused, but we're half an hour away from a League Cup final. Is Traore. And now Turl. It's JJ. And surely that seals it. All of a sudden, we're battering them now. It's JJ again. 4-1 on the night. 5-3 on aggregate. Well, maybe that first leg was just a blip. I was not expecting this. Especially when they equalised. JJ gets another one. 4-1. And all of a sudden, we're cruising to the League Cup final. I think JJ, he wants redemption. We all remember the FA Cup semi-final last season. Where, let's be honest, in the shootout. I think we've both been desperate to get back to Wembley since that day. To right the wrongs. Oh, unlucky. I was actually trying to give that to Traore. It's mad how we're 4-1 up, but now I've just realised as well, Bournemouth actually only need to score twice to get back level again, so we still need to be careful. But I would gladly, if you told me this before the game, this was the position we'd be in, I would have been very happy. There's Paulinho. Oh, well done. He's done well there. Mom, we don't need to do anything silly. Let's just hold on to the ball. Let's just hold on to it. Oh, well done. Oh, looking for Turl. Just couldn't get the power behind the pass. 20 minutes to go. 5-3 on aggregate, 4-1 on the night. Here's Tavernier. Come on, let's not let them score another one. Oh, that's going to go in. For fuck's sake, like, there was just, that's the most fucking FIFA goal. Couldn't get near him. Couldn't get fucking even get close to the ball. And the keeper, I think he should be saving this. But look at that. Tavernier turns into fucking Lionel Messi. Mamardashvili has to be saving that. Seems like we make it hard for ourselves in the semi-finals. Yeah, we've just done it again. 5-4 now on aggregate. 15 minutes to go. Come on. Come on. Turl, go on. Oh, you shit. Why was he so slow to run onto that? That's a good tackle. He's done well there. Here's Gaia. His experience has definitely helped us a lot this season. Oh my God, right, Chavez, I think he's going to have to come off. I think the fatigue is starting to kick into his system now. The next time the ball goes on a play, we'll do that. There's Traore. Oh, come on! I thought he was injured as well. I was going to say, don't tell me another winger is after getting injured. Bournemouth are starting to get a bit of a rhythm here now. And see what I fucking mean. Every time we get the ball back, they instantly fucking intercept. Oh, what a ball. Oh, what a save. Get rid of that. Right, we're going to have to make some changes here. Right, Chavez is coming off for Schuler. Porrig is going to go left back. Kent is going to come on to play centre back. Yeah, for the final few minutes, those are the changes we'll make. Absolutely nerve-wracking here. They're taking off the reincarnation of Lionel Messi, who's not even dead, but you know what I mean. Tavernier comes off for them. Well, our tagline is never a dull moment, and you could safely say that about this two-legged affair. And it's still not over yet. Bournemouth could still draw level. See what I fucking mean. Okay, Calabria, well done. I was going to say, how the fuck was he not getting on the end of that? Oh, he's done really well, Calabria. And JJ, who is on a hat-trick. Here we are in stoppage time. Can he wrap it up? Apparently not. Apparently not. And here come fucking Bournemouth again. Come on, Calabria, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Surely that's it. Come on, ref. Yes, at last. We make our first cup final of the series. We did not make it easy for ourselves. Never a dull moment. Never was there a better time for me to say that. We lost the first leg 2-1 in dramatic fashion, but we've come back here with a 4-2 victory over Bournemouth. They made it difficult for us towards the end. But thankfully, we do get there. We'll be going to Wembley. Unfortunately, one of our star players, Alex Cullen, will not be fit for the final, which is so heartbreaking. Because if anyone deserved it, it was him. Oh, my God. Right. Moment of truth here. It's Arsenal who will be playing in the final as well. But the moment of truth, how long is Alex going to be out for? Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. Do you know what? It's a dislocated shoulder. Okay. So he goes down looking like he's tweaked his knee. He was clutching his knee in the animation, in the cutscene, and he's out with a dislocated shoulder. What the fuck is... Like, this game never fails. to baffle me. 2 months. Look, it's not too bad. I don't think he's going to make the cup final, unfortunately. I think it'll be cutting it a bit too fine, the League Cup final. But at least we will have him. So, yeah. The cup final is on the 25th of February. Yeah, unfortunately, Alex is going to miss the League Cup final. Well, look, that just means that we're going to have to try and make another cup final as well to make up for that. And we can do that with the FA Cup and the League Cup. When is the final? The final is the 25th of February. Sorry, the 24th of February against Arsenal. But they might change that to the 25th because the League Cup final is normally on a Sunday. In fact, it's always on a Sunday in real life. But look, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're just going to have to deal without him for now, Alex. Thankfully, look, 2 months. As annoying as it is that he'll have to miss the final. 87. But, you know, we're just going to have to deal without him. But we will have him in March. So we will have him for the last few months of the season. But, that's such a fucking annoying thing to happen. Right, we'll sim up into this Forest game. And we'll get into the nitty-gritty things then. Right, we'll accept this offer for Cathal McConnell to go out on loan to Cluj. Yeah, that's fine. From Ferreira. Yeah, on the bright side, we are 7 points clear at the top of the table over Manchester City. In second, Chelsea, obviously they're at 48 points as well. Villa, who've well and truly dropped off since the start of the season, who's in the relegation zone at the moment, Leeds, Norwich and Stoke. Who do we have in the FA Cup up next? Oh, we don't know yet because of the replays. Obviously, we've made the League Cup final, which is fantastic. Arsenal, who will not be an easy opponent. What a great chance to win our first trophy. Obviously, we're still in the Conference League as well, but obviously we topped our group, so we don't have to go through that preliminary round, thank God. We will be straight in the last 16, so in February, I'm sure we'll know more about that. Let's have a look at the individual stats. So Alex, who is our highest rated player. Oh, what a horrible time to get injured. I'm so gutted for him. 87 rated. His stats this season, 9 goals and 19 assists. Oh, you're breaking my heart. You are breaking my fucking heart, FIFA. Oh, that is such a fucking horrible thing to happen. Oh, the Irish David Beckham, he's been having an amazing season for us. Especially with the assists, but unfortunately, he will have to miss the cup final. The top scorers, Dylan Turler scored 18 goals this season from midfield. Jesus Christ. 14 and 23 in the league, 3 and 5 in the Conference League, and 1 in the League Cup. 17 assists as well. JJ, obviously the main man though, 47 goals in 33 appearances, 11 assists on top of that. Just staggering numbers. Furuhashi as a backup striker isn't doing too bad. 4 and 4 in the League Cup, 2 and 12 in the league, 5 and 5 in the Conference League, and 2 and 2 in the FA Cup. 3 assists as well. Oh, Alex, that's so heartbreaking. Chavez, in fairness, 19 assists as well. He's got 7 goals with that. Mbuemo, 7 and 7. Porrig, 2 and 2. It's good to see. Schuler, getting a few as well, and it's kind of spread out then the more we go down. Obviously good to see that Traore, in just 6 appearances, already has his first goal. Oh my God, that is such a fucking nightmare. Absolute nightmare for that to happen. At least we'll still have you with goals and assists. No doubt you'll step up as the great captain you are. I appreciate that, JJ. You are always the beacon of positivity in my negative moments. Trust me, you definitely are. But look, it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't do anything about it now. I'm just kind of going through a few of the stats here just to see. God, a lot of players have played every league game. Have we played 23? Yeah, there's a good few players there who've played all 23 league games, which is a good sign. So we're getting into the business end of the season, so we are. You know, we're just about over halfway through the season. But yeah, I'm tempted to sim this Forest game, but I don't think I will. Let me just have a quick look at the centre-backs again. Yeah, we've got a couple of different options there. I think that's what I'm going to do now in the background, lads. I'm going to have a look at some of the centre-backs that I would like to sign within our budget, which is 27 million at the moment. So, yeah, let's just preview the next episode real quick. So, we've got Forest, obviously our last game in the January transfer window. we will obviously wrap up the window then and hopefully sign another centre-back. Excuse me, I'm sure we'll have an FA Cup game pop up here at some stage, but February is a tough month. Chelsea away, Southampton at home, and then Arsenal in the League Cup final. And then obviously we move on into March, where I'm sure we'll have a couple of European games. So, lads, thank you so much for tuning in again to episode 16 of Cloyne United. Apologies again for the delay with the episode, but it's good to be back. God, my throat is feeling it now, though. I feel like I've been talking non-stop. But it's been great to be back, especially when I thought the streams were over. But we will be back again tomorrow around the same time. Until then, thank you, JJ. You're an absolute legend. And I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one.